Malcolm here, and welcome. Good to see you again, and thank you for coming to hear what I have to say. I appreciate it, and you are appreciated. I accept you for who you are, and I thank you again. It's just wonderful to be able to share with you some thoughts, and what I'd like to talk about is with regards to where you are in your life right now. Now, in my other videos you will hear me talking about the secret to deliberate creation, and if you haven't bought it, please do get the audio course. You'll see the link below the video, and it'll also be on the screen. Please do, before you do anything else, even just pause this, go and get it, and then come back and watch the rest of this, because it is one of the best programs that I have come across with regards to helping people change from where they are to where they want to be. So many people feel stuck and unable to change. They keep trying things, but always end up back where they started, and then begin to become disillusioned and disheartened at the fact that they just don't seem able to change anything no matter what it is they try. And the reason for this is down to our thought processes, our understandings. You see, there's two parts to the mind, and in some teachings there's three, but just for the moment I just want to stick with the two. There's the conscious mind, which is what I'm using now when I'm speaking to you. The conscious mind sort of takes in what it is that I hear, see, taste, smell, and the other part is the subconscious part. And it's the subconscious part that has the programming. Now, thankfully, the subconscious part looks after all the automatic bits of me, or the bits of you that need to happen without us thinking about it, like your heart beating. And also when you start running, to automatically change the rate of which it gets your blood round and the oxygen. We don't actually have to consciously think about it, it just happens automatically. Also, if we cut ourselves, automatically our body goes into a healing process, which even nowadays medical science hasn't been able to work out how that happens. Breathing. In a lot of cases, I mean there's always the exception, but normally we don't think about the process of breathing unless we're deliberately looking to meditate and control our breathing. But when we start running, we just automatically change from our standard breathing to a different type of breathing so that we get the oxygen that we need. But when we also stop running and go back to a walk, or if we go to a sit down, then we change into a relaxed mode. But also, the subconscious has picked up the programming of when you've been growing up. All your thoughts and thinking is influenced by what you have picked up from others. I mean, think about it for a moment. When you're listening to what it is that I'm talking about now, what are you basing your judgment on? Is it your own? Or is it based on what someone or some people have told you? See, what is an original thought from you? You know, where you actually think for yourself, where you actually make the decision for yourself. When I went through the course, The Secret of Deliberate Creation, the one thing that really surprised me was the paradigm. And a paradigm is basically controls what it is that you think and how you think and what your beliefs are, what your limits are, and how you react. And initially, when I found out about that, I thought, well, that's it, I'm stuck, because they are created within the first 6 years of your life. But having said that, I actually started trying to unlearn a lot of what it is I learned as a teenager, because I found what I learned was limiting, and I didn't like that, so I decided to break out of the box. But even then, I only had partial success. Now, going through the Deliberate Creation program, I have been learning, and have learned, and continue to learn, I should say, on how to change my paradigm, so that the thoughts and beliefs that I have now are actually original, as in they're based on what I want to choose, that I want to think, and not what other people's limiting understanding is. So, because of that, I now feel more free in my mind, and as I put into practice that which I have learned and continue learning, because life is a learning process. We don't just stick to where we are. We have to learn so that we move forward in this life. And what I'm finding is that as I put into practice the procedures and guidance that I've been given, that I feel so much more peaceful inside and more content. I feel more in control of what happens in my life. Now, there are always going to be things that happen outside of my control. That is just the nature of things. But in the main, I am in control and I am in charge. And I feel great about that. And you too can have that. Now, I've invested a lot in myself, and you need to as well, but for what you have to fork out for this course, and for what it will help you with, the only thing that will limit you is you. But you can change that. Your paradigm can be changed and moved as you learn how to change the programming that's in your subconscious mind. Now, you can do that through a number of ways, of which you will find one of them, which I'll share with you, is to write what's known as an affirmation card, where you write down that by such and such a time you will have X amount, or you will be whatever it is that you want to be, and you read it on a regular basis. Morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you have a few moments when you can just look at it and read it. But that's just one part. You see, you need to learn about the other parts, because when you bring them all together, you will find that what you have is what you've desired. But also you might find out that what you thought you desired, you didn't really want it or need it. It was just a fancy. Nothing wrong with that. But why not start working out what it is that you really want in your life? And at one time I thought I did. And it was only through going through the exercises that were given that I found out that a lot of the stuff that I thought I wanted, I didn't actually really want. It was just purely down to the fact that it was something that I thought I wanted, but when I actually looked at what I wanted in a nutshell, it was amazing how the other bits were just, well, they'd be nice if they happened, but otherwise, I'm not worried about it. So, I want you to get to the same place. And with 60% off at the moment, now's a good time to get it, because I don't know how much longer that offer will stand. Thanks for listening, and catch you soon. Bye.